In the late 1970s, the changing of the word coupon to coupon confused the masses, leaving many to wonder, did their coupons have any value anymore, or were they simply pieces of paper with no redemption and no rebate? In the 80s, the development of coffee clutches across America, led by grandmothers in every state, the ability to double coupon and triple coupon at most grocery stores, made couponing, or couponing, as many call it, a leading passion across homes across America. And in the 90s, with the development of television shows like extreme couponing and everyone's ability to save a cent, the harrowing fact that the coupon no longer had any value again was realized. Hi, I'm Bill Curtis, and this is another episode of Investigative Reports. Today we are going to discuss Glitterforever17, one woman's search for the ultimate free thing. Hey you guys, it's Peter, and I'm back. Of course I'm back. I'm not going anywhere. Boost! I'm YouTube famous now, available in 2018. The iTunes affiliate link addiction below. Dad, AF, rock on, goddess, glitter woman. I had to add the glitter part in there. Oh my God. If you guys have any idea how long it took me to film that beginning part, I literally had to do about 32 takes, okay? 32, not 33. Hi. In the late 70s. I wanted to do it exactly like an episode of Investigative Reports because I used to watch that show so much back in the day and I love it, right? So anyway, I didn't get it exactly how I wanted it, but the fact that I got past the 70s and the 80s is aces because I didn't think I was ever going to get that intro done. Okay, so let's get right, hey, improv. Let's get right into this. So many people, I didn't know when I was going to get another Glitterforever17. Hey Glitter, she watches all my videos. I didn't know when I was gonna get to make another Glitterforever17 video, but I'm so thankful for the video that she just put out because I get to make another video. And so many of you reached out to me and said, hey, you should make this video and blah, 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 and all that kind of stuff. So I want to say a special thanks to Heather because she was like the first of like, I'm not even lying to you. Every time I make a glitter video, like 30 people message me and they're like, you should make this video, you should make that video. So thank you, Heather, for being the very first person to inform me of this video because to be really honest with you, I don't watch all of Glitter or Breland's videos on either of her channels because quite frankly, they confuse me. But I might start, and let me tell you why, because this newest video that she posted is such perfection that I was like, oh my God, like I might have to watch her all. I mean, I'm kind of quickly, I said this in my last video about her, like I'm quickly falling down the rabbit hole of Breland because everything she does is so just like over the top, whether, you know, she's on her YouNow stream, you know, showing her puss outs and her boobaliciouses or whatever. And it's like her two channels. She now has a mature channel called Breland. It makes absolutely no sense, right? Because like she'll put like something on her Glitterforever17 video, like how to clean your puss out, which no, that's not over there, but it might as well be. And then on her adult content channel, she'll do like a mukbang. It makes no sense whatsoever, right? And I really think that she's just trying to build up both channels because this one channel is not doing very well anymore. Now I know, okay, that Glitter said that she doesn't need my advice, but I looked on her social blade right before I did this video and she has lost, I think, 21,000 subscribers in the last 28 days. So I won't be giving any advice in this video. I'll just making some comments about what I see. So anyway, she did this newest video and her video was called Broke Life Hacks, How to Get Free Stuff. Okay, now here's the thing. She does a lot of these life hack videos and they actually do really, really well. Like a lot of people watch them. And I was looking on here and you know, even though that she's like not gaining any subscribers and she's losing, she's still getting quite a few views. I mean, she's got 3.3 million subscribers, but like some of these views, even though they're a little over the top, like on here, what's in my husband's makeup bag, 291,000 views. But then it's interesting because before that, she did a huge PR package haul, 30,000 views. So like there's no consistency, right? And then 10 reasons why your period is late besides pregnancy, 59,000 views. How to prepare for your first time, 20 sex life hacks, 293,000 views. And then, does my husband have a big ... We already talked about that, 109,000 views. It took me so long to do that intro that my face is so red. Okay, my boyfriend died, 234,000 views. I mean, you hit that because it was a clickbait title, even though it wasn't, because she talked about an ex-boyfriend of hers dying, but y'all thought it was Slav, so let's just be for real. Virgin sex, will sex hurt? How does it feel? 110,000 views. $10,000 designer handbag haul, 24,000 views, followed. Now, after she did her $10,000 designer handbag haul, she follows that right away with Broke Life Hacks, where she goes in there and tells you how to get free food for love, and Irma Gerd. Oh, I used to love that Irma Gerd girl back in the day. Do you remember that? Oh my God, I still can see that goosebumps, Irma Gerd. I'm like, that just cracks my shit up all day long. I love a good meme. Anyway, don't y'all love a good meme? Anyway, I love to be a meme, and don't you love to be a meme? Okay, so anyway, I think all the kids today are saying this thing like, oh, that's a meme and a half, or this is a meme and a half, like when they do a fail. Y'all know what I'm talking about? I don't, because I'm the oldest man on YouTube. But anyway, I went in here and I watched this Broke Life Hacks, and she talks at the beginning of it about how she's going to tell you how to get a bunch of free stuff. And I thought, yeah, you just go up on YouNow and you show your pussies and your boobaliciouses. We know how. Listen, okay? It doesn't take brain science here to figure out how y'all are paying your bills, okay? Now, people accuse me of clickbaity titles. No, everything that I put in there in my titles, like people always say to me, like, you say exclusive statement, but you don't really have an exclusive statement. Every video that I have that I put exclusive statement in there is a statement that I got directly from that person. True story. Go do your research. So anyway, her titles are clickbaity, but not really. I mean, like, clickbait's kind of the thing on YouTube. Let's just be for real, okay? We wouldn't hit half the titles that we do if they weren't on there. But I, honest to God, try to do my best. Like, if I say something in a title, I try to address it in a video, because I know how people are with the clickbait titles, right? So anyway, I thought she was going to go in there and say, well, first what you do is you start a YouTube channel, then you wait 5 years, and when it starts to die, you get on the YouNow, and you eat pizzas in the bathtub, and you show your puss outs and your boobaliciouses, and then you complain that nobody likes you, and then you take to Twitter, and you get real messy, and everybody gives you money because they feel bad for you. See, that's what I thought she was going to say. And I thought, well, this is a real good life hack. Maybe I should try this. I mean, honest to God, I was like, I don't know. Maybe that's what I need to do. So anyway, oh, no. She goes in and she actually tells you, like, how to get free stuff, right? Now, when I was a kid, I had this book called Free Stuff for Kids, and you could write all these people and they give you free stuff. My mom got so tired of it. We were getting like free laundry detergent samples left and right. She'd say, quit writing those people. We can afford our own laundry detergent. We don't need free samples. I don't like the stuff that they send us anyway. But I love that book. I forever was wanting free stuff. Don't we all just want free stuff? I love free stuff. So anyway, she goes in here and I honestly, like, she is either trolling or it's a complete parody, because like some of the advice is good, but some of the advice is like, girl, seriously, okay? So she goes in and she talks about getting free fragrances. You guys, you have got to go watch this video because it is like a laugh riot. I mean, like, I sat there and just was like losing it watching this video. So she goes in there and she tells you to go into different stores, right? She's like JCPenney's or Dillard's, and Dillard's is supposedly where she used to work. Well, first afterwards she tells on herself, and she says that when she was working there, she wouldn't give no samples away. She didn't care what your excuses were. She didn't care how many fragrances you bought. She was keeping them all for herself and her family. No wonder you're not working up at the Dillard's no more, girl. They're like, no ma'am, get out of here and your 5 trash bags full of samples. Anyway, so she goes in there and she says that what you have to do is tell the people. She teaches people to lie, okay? She says in there, I mean, it's kind of a little deceitful. No, it's a straight up lie is what you're telling people to do. When a majority of the people that are watching your videos are younger girls. And I'm imagining all of these like 15-year-old girls going up at Dillard's and the woman at the counter going, yeah, Glitter sent you, didn't she? No, we ain't got no more samples, okay? You're gonna go have to get your Dracar Noir for your boyfriend, I don't know, up the street in the bathroom and pay 50 cents like the rest of the people. You know those little samples they have in the bathroom? Anyway, a bunch of junk cologne. Don't nobody want all that. Anyway, does anybody even wear polo anymore? Who cares? So anyway, so she goes in there and she says, what you gotta do is you have to tell them that you just bought a fragrance last week and that then they'll give you a bunch of samples, right? Or you could just go in there and say, hey, I'm really broke. I don't have any money. Could you just give me some free samples? And I might down the road want to buy one of these. People might be really nice to you, or people might say, get the hell out of here. We don't give no free samples, okay? But to teach somebody to go lie, I was kind of like, and the whole video is basically how to lie to get free shit. That's what she should have called it. She should have called her video, not life hacks to get free stuff. She should have called it how to lie to get free shit. Basically, that's the whole thing. So after she does all that, then she goes in and she talks about how to get free makeup, okay? And it's just basically the same thing. And she's like, you can get this and you can get that. And basically you just go in there and you tell them that you're gonna buy some of this stuff and they'll just give you samples galore and all this kind of stuff. And I'm just like watching it. And she had talked at the beginning in there about how you can get free food at restaurants. Now, that did not occur in her video. I was waiting for the whole video because I was like, I might want to go up into the, the Applebee's and get me, I don't know, a spinach dip with some chips for free and a Coke. How do you get all that? Now, I know a couple ways to get free food, okay? Now, I have this good Judy of mine back in the day. Her name was Rita. That was really her name, too, Rita, all day long. Now, Rita back in the day, she used to have this trick. So if y'all want a trick to get some free pizza, I'm going to teach it to you right here. Now, I don't know if they've changed the laws because so many people have caught on, but this did work back in the day. We'd be sitting around, and I was so hungry, and she was so hungry, and we'd be watching a movie or something, and none of us had no money back then. I mean, we just didn't. I wish I had Glitter's free life hacks back in the day, because, hell, I'd have had all kinds of free stuff. I'd have been driving Mercedes and everything like she talks about. So anyway, my friend Rita, she'd call up the Papa John's, right? And but we would have to do it from a different phone. Like, we'd use her neighbor's phone, because this was before cell phones. And she would call from a different cell phone or a different phone number, and then she'd order a pizza, right? And then the pizza would come, and then she'd say, I didn't order this pizza. And they'd be like, you didn't? She'd be like, no, I'm not, no, who is this? Like, no, this must be a joke somebody pulled on me. And I'm telling you, 80% of the time, I mean, that's not an exact statistic. I ain't got my glasses on, I can't do math. But like 80% of the time, maybe 82, they'd look at us and they'd say, well, do you just want it? Because we're going to throw it away anyway. The other thing, since Glitter has no problem dumpster diving, she talks about it all day long. Girl, go behind the dumpsters of the grocery stores. They throw away bagels and all kinds of free stuff unless they give it to the homeless shelters, which is what they should do, instead of handing it over to Glitter. So anyway, she goes in there, she talks about that and how she doesn't talk a whole lot about how to get free food. I thought she was going to say go to the grocery store and get some samples because quite frankly, some of her ideas were so dumb. Oh, she did say that. She said go up in the Froyo shop. Now let me tell you about this, okay? She tells you to go up. Now, tell me how embarrassing this would be. She says, go up in the Froyo shop when you just have a little bit of a sweet tooth and you want something, but you don't want to buy a whole ice cream. Well, what you do is you go up in the Froyo shop and you ask for like 3 or 4 samples. Now, I don't know what Froyo shop she's going into, but I always get one of those little plastic spoons, okay? They don't give me a whole cup of ice cream. So she's like, they'll give you a cup of ice cream, and then you just sit at a table and act like you're real interested, and then you eat your little ice cream and all this kind of stuff, and then when you're done, you go, oh, I am not really that interested anymore. I'd be like, the next time that Glitter comes in this store, don't give her no samples. You know she likes the butter pecan. She's lying through her teeth. So anyway, then she says she's up in the Starbucks, which this time she must be listening to me, because this time she didn't call it the SBs or the S-Banks or whatever she called the S-Barks or who'd care anyway. But she goes into Starbucks and they said to her, do you want a free sample of this cookies and cream frappuccino or something like that? And they gave her a little cup. Yeah, they gave her a pup cup, girl, just like they give my dog, Pee-Pee the Flying Swallow. He's sitting right here. Every time we go to Starbucks, if I bring Pee-Pee along, they give him a little whipped cream in a cup. Girl, that's what you got. Did you know that? Pup cup. You should have put how to get your dogs free tricks or free treats. So anyway, now they're going to go crazy, all of them. So then she goes in here and she starts talking about all this foolishness about getting free luxury cars. I was like, I want to hear how she's going to talk about having a free luxury car, right? I mean, what do you do? So she says you go to like a luxury dealership, and she's like, you go to a Mercedes-Benz dealership. And I'm like, ding, 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 always thinking. Because I got a good friend of mine that works at the Mercedes-Benz dealership. So she's like, all you have to do is if you have a driver's license, which quite frankly was very scary to me, that Glitter just got a driver's license and her and Slav have spent the last 2 weeks apparently going to every luxury car dealership around their area and test driving cars for free. So anyway, she goes in there and she's like, you just go to the Mercedes-Benz dealership and all you have to do is have a driver's license and they'll let you test drive as many cars as you want. So I got on the phone and I called my friend. I said, hey, I got a question for you. Because I thought they had to run a background check on you first. And I did some fact checking and Glitter is absolutely right. You can go up in the Mercedes-Benz dealership today, okay? As long as you have insurance. She didn't mention that. As long as you have car insurance, you can go in there if you're over the age of 18 and you can test drive as many cars as you want. And they can't say anything. He said, no, we can't say anything. People do it all the time. I was like, yeah. I go, what do you think about these people? I won't say what he said. So anyway, so then it goes in and she talks about how to get free food, okay? And this was priceless. Now, here's the thing, okay? if Breland would get up and she would do a video and she would say, back in the day, my mom and I were really poor, you know, and it was really a struggle and we just didn't have a lot of money. And so like the church was really kind and they gave us a lot of free food. And if you want to go to the church and you want to talk to them about what's going on with you, a lot of churches require that you're a member of their church, just so you know, to get free food. So don't just be going in there and saying, Captain Crunch and a loaf of bread now, ma'am. No, they don't do that. But, you know, there's a lot of churches, I know this because I used to work in this field, not in churches, but in free stuff field, social work. Anyway, but what you know, back in the day, I used to hook people up with places like this, and churches are really kind and give out a lot of free stuff. They give out Christmas presents, you know, to kids at Christmas. They give out free food. They give out all kinds of stuff. Gas cards even, you know, school supplies, everything, clothes, everything that you possibly need. But you don't want to go into a church and lie and say you need some free shit. I mean, I'm sorry, you know, like, I'm not a real religious person, but I don't know that I'd go there. I'm just saying. That's just me, okay? I'm just saying. So anyway, then she goes in and talks about how to get free furniture. Now, this I loved. Because I live in the middle of Indianapolis, okay? And no matter where you drive, you always see in somebody's driveway like a couch or a chair or a table, and it says free on it. They'll always have like a cardboard sign that says free. Well, don't nobody pick it up during the middle of the day, right? Because you don't want to pull by there and just be like, oh, I'm going to get this. And she even says in there, her and her mom used to drive around late at night. Sure, because you want to just be real quiet and go, shh. Now load that couch up in the back of my car. You know what I mean? But I kind of live for this because I've had so many friends that have done this before. They've gotten free. My best, Judy Tanya, she has repurposed so much like furniture through the years. Most of it sitting up in the pole barn of her house. I mean, she didn't even use it, right? But Glitter was right. I mean, you can go get a lot of free shit on the side of the road. Now, I will tell you, I have a good friend of mine. This is a true story. I know this is not Rita and it's not Misty. And I ain't saying her name and I ain't coming up with a fake one. Let's just call her Daphne. So Daphne, okay, back in the day, she really needed a couch. And I said, girl, go up to the Goodwill. You can get you a couch at the Goodwill for $20 or $30. She's like, I am not spending no $20 or $30. She drove all over the city trying to find a couch, right? Well, she did, and she brought it home. She was all excited about it. I said, now, if it were me, I'd spray that couch. She's like, hey, listen, I got other things to do. I am not worried about that. And she slept on that couch, and let me tell you, okay, she got a full-on case of the scabies. So I'm just saying, okay, Glitter, you might be a little worried in that gorgeous mansion that you have, what kind of furniture you're bringing in there, because you don't want to bring in the scabies or the bed bugs. I'm just saying, okay? You might want free furniture, but you might not want the friends that come with it. So anyway, I cracked up at this video. I thought it was fantastic. I honestly did. Like, you know, the thing is, for me, I come to YouTube to escape. And I come to YouTube as a super fan, uber fan of YouTube to find, you know, like stuff that just cracks me up, you know? And I don't really watch a lot of really serious videos unless I'm watching those time traveler videos or aliens encounters. I like to watch those two videos. Those are pretty serious. But most of the time I like to watch stuff that's entertaining to me, you know? And I've been watching this Nick and Poncho, this guy and his chihuahua, and it's so endearing and so funny. I love it. And I talked about that in my video yesterday. But honestly, like, if Breland doesn't take herself too serious and she kind of does this, like, I love it, you know? And I was thinking to myself, she could do kind of some serious videos too. Like, she could talk about free stuff, you know? Like, I don't know, there's a lot of stuff that you can get for free if you're lower income. A lot of it, you know? And I think that would be a really good video because I'm sure a lot of the people that watch her videos are like, you know, like an unknown fact that people don't know is that the Lions Club gives free glasses away to kids under the age of 18 and eye exams. This used to be the case. I don't know if it is anymore. So if it's changed, I'm not sure. But all you have to do is get a referral and fill out a form from like a teacher or a nurse or somebody, and they'll a lot of times give a free eye exam and free one pair of glasses. There's all kinds of stuff that you can do for free. I talked about this, I don't know, like a year and a half ago. I got online and I wanted a bunch of different glasses around the house and in my car and stuff like that in case I'm not wearing my contacts. And you can get online and go to a lot of these like, you know, goggle.com and all these different like eyeglass places. And you can like get your first pair of glasses for only shipping and handling. So it'll cost you like $8 or $10, right? Well, that's a really cheap pair of glasses. Now, no, they're not the highest end glasses in the world, but they're cheap. So there's all kinds of really good, cheap, free stuff out there. And it really got my wheels turning thinking about this video. And I was like, I don't need a bunch of free stuff, but I like the idea that she kind of put that out there, especially for a lot of our viewers that are watching this. I will say, if you're gonna go do something, you're gonna try to get free cologne, free this, free that, whatever, just be honest. I mean, most of the people out there are really, really nice. And if you go to the counter and you're like, I just don't, if you're 15 and you go to the counter and you're like, I really want to wear this perfume, I just don't have enough money to buy it, do you have any samples? I think most people, unless it's Glitterforever17 that's like hoarding those behind the counter. No, you cannot have these samples. Most people will give you free stuff, you know? But I kind of like this because it was kind of the mix between, like, you couldn't tell if it was a parody or if it was being honest. And it cracked my shit up, and it was very, very entertaining. So I don't like the fact that she's teaching people to lie and be deceitful to get free stuff. But other than that, you know, like, and the reality is, I mean, it's kind of common sense. Like, I had a good friend of mine back in the day, okay? And I am not proud of this moment, and he is no longer with us. But you would go into the bathroom at his house, and he had literally, I mean to tell you, 10 bottles of cologne. And every time that you would pick up a bottle of cologne to use it, it said tester on the bottom of it. And I would be like, Duke, like, my God, you've like always, he's like, oh, I'm the queen of clipping. I'm the queen of clipping. And he would go into department stores and put it down over that and then walk out with it. I am not about thieving, okay? I do not like thieving. It means the rest of us have to pay more money for our stuff. And I just think I just don't like it, okay? But that being said, if you gotta go in, I guess, according to Breland and Stretch the Truth, to get some free cologne samples, who'd care? I just go up there and be like, can I have some samples? It's always worked for me. Honesty. Anyway, I love you guys. Go watch her video and let me know what you think. I'll talk to you later. Bye.